3 of the National Football League. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He had a solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Colts and the Titans under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visit. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Finding space at the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us to their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Oh, battled at the line and intercepted. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
From the 29. Stafford, that's complete to Treylon Burks. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Throwing is Stafford. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, here's Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Play action. It's Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And they go play action now. Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Touchdown, Titans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
Here we go.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, This is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Burrow on play action. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? And then we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running from the gun with Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 19 carries, 106 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
This defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7. Second quarter now. Titans in possession of the football. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Stafford. And right side, Henry's got it. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Here we go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They got to go. First down. Here's Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Here we go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Colts at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, Burrow. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw.
Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week. They had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
From the gun on third down, Stafford.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Here we go. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Now Burrow loses the football.
It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
Well, so that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Indy set to go on offense once more.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
Complete to Likely.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and
10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Stafford on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The kick by McManus is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a watch. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And some room to work, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Play action. It's Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 13 yards out. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. With that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford looks to throw again.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Here we go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 19 yards away.
And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Picked up by Amari Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin with Henry. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Stafford.
On the slant, Burks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford under pressure. They got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, 28 yards.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
McManus's point after is good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA. Back now in Indianapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Fielded right around the 8.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Stop.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Sherwood.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action with Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Holding, offense.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Burrow on play action. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6, Burrow. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Stafford. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Stafford.
Going to the right here and finding Burks.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we've reached Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. On first down, Sherwood. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Sherwood. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run on first down. Sherwood. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Up the middle they go. Sherwood. They find some open field here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sherwood. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's going on. On first down. Sherwood, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 2nd down, Sherwood. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Burrow. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Third and long, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. It is